Guys, social media is and if you're watching this video, chances are you probably think it is too.
With skyrocketing depression, anxiety, and body dysmorphia rates, we need to use some common sense and look at the device in our own hands. Shit's about to get deep with some heavy self-analysis. So if you're not ready to be honest with yourself, back out now.
Now I want you to try to think of a specific social media post from someone you follow that you liked last week. Something that made you happy or smile. Go on, I'll wait. Right, you can't, can you?
We know social media is as powerful as you let it be, and it's as positive or as negative as you want. We know it should be used in moderation, but what if you can't moderate it?
Okay. We all know it's cleverly designed to be addictive and change your brain chemistry. We know you should only follow positive role models and be aware that we're being tracked, our search data is being sold, and Siri is listening in order to market products specifically to us. But what if all these clever things are just so well executed that you're unaware of the impacts that it's having on you and your mental health?
Hear us out. Now, how often do you pick up your phone subconsciously, unlock it, open Instagram, and you're like, how did I get into Instagram? Yeah, we do it too. Or do you ever pick up your phone and you go to message someone or check your banking account and then bam, you're on Instagram. It's right in your face. It's habitual brainwashing 101.
If anything we just said resonated with you, then keep watching, guys, because we're going to talk about our experience with social media and why we deleted it.
Now, disclaimer, I know social media isn't just TikTok and Instagram. It includes YouTube, Reddit, Facebook, LinkedIn. But for the sake of this video, we're talking about short form content such as TikTok and specifically in our case, Instagram.
We know social media is a tool and your experience depends on you and your outlook. But I don't know a single person who doesn't agree with us and its impact on them. We know it can be used for good, a memory log, for businesses, sales, marketing, staying in touch with friends and relationships, etc., etc. We know it. We've tried it. But if you're like us and you can't seem to find the off switch, or I don't know, maybe you even have an addictive personality, then chances are it's not as beneficial for you and your mental health as you think.
We understand that this video isn't targeted to all social media users. Some do use it authentically and somehow manage to not let it affect them and change their daily actions. For example, sitting at the beach yesterday and literally seeing people behave differently as soon as the phone comes out to take an Instagram story versus what they would behave like in real life before that. So some people just use it for a picture gallery of memories, to stay in contact with their friends and family and just be genuinely them. So if that's you go Glen Coco. We salute you. Honestly, give us the magic recipe for how you do it. We need to know how.
So remember, guys, this is our personal opinion, our experience and our observations of the impact that it's had on us. Do your own thinking, your own feeling and your own introspection in regards to social media. Now, we hate this shit. Honestly. We are content creators and we are paid to do work, which involves Instagram, and we still despise it. We don't actually use TikTok, but we can without a doubt say it's pretty much in the same boat as Instagram, if not worse. First up, guys, the Joneses illusion. We all want to be the best version of ourselves, show our highlights and not air out our dirty laundry. Totally understandable, right?
But where's the line in faking it till you make it? A survey found that 29% of social media users say they feel pressure to only share content that makes them look good. Have you done this? I have. I have a picture where I look so happy in it, but I look fat. So it never sees the light of day. And when I think of it, I'm actually really disappointed in myself.
Why are we obsessing over picking the perfect picture to post? Who are we trying to impress? It's all just a highlight reel of our best moments. The cocktail in the pool, #Friday. Or the friend backpacking Europe. Or our new car with the red bow. The house with the sold sign in front of it. But that's their special moment on their path, which is great. But when your feed is full of everyone else's special moments, it can have you feeling so torn about what life you really want.
Then there is the 1%ers. That 17-year-old crypto millionaire that has a Ferrari, or the chick with the OnlyFans who has the Louis V bag. We observe, compare, and we want the same items because Why?
Because we all want to showcase our amazing lives to the people you barely know or may never see again on Instagram because we don't want to be left behind. It's like everyone is trying to keep up with each other's highlight reels, and in turn it's making us feel horrible with our own normal lives.
This has been my mantra for a while now, so let me ask you this, and be honest with yourself. If social media didn't exist and you couldn't post, would you still want the things that you currently want? Or are you just buying that thing because it's trending and, you know, all the it girls have that bag or those shoes? The same applies to travel and restaurants. I will be the first to admit that we went to Fasha Cafe in Sharm el Sheikh in Egypt because of Instagram. Although it was good, it feels like a huge chunk of my life was happening because it'll look great on the feed. Do it for the gram.
Yeah.
And I realized I was doing life all wrong. Break the cycle, because once you're out, it is so freeing.
Up next, narcissism. Not sure about you guys, but there's a difference in confidence and being cocky. And it's become pretty normal to show up online as a more confident, sassy, happier version of ourselves. That's okay, until you go too far. Sassy, sexy, mysterious captions and main character energy can be left in 2023. I prefer the version of humans where we care about each other and aren't so self-absorbed. Seeing tube girls trend is a perfect example. Seriously. People are willing to do anything in the real world to gain likes and follows in the virtual world. This shit has boomed in the last few years because everyone wants to watch people who are so overconfident it's cringeworthy and a little bit painful, but you just can't look away, can you? Guilty. Yeah, part of you wishes you had their confidence and the other part hates that they're doing it, but yet we still watch. But that's such a toxic and exhausting cycle. Next up, followers equaling self-worth and status.
People seem to think that because they have XYZ followers that they are more...
Do you know who I am? I've got 1 million followers.
You are a human being, just like everybody else. The number of people that follow you or follow your online persona does not matter and should not change the way that you behave. For example, a chick on the plane screaming, "I have like 2 million followers. Don't you know who I am?" Like, what the fuck?
No, I don't know who you are.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't know anyone who hasn't wanted more followers or more likes at some point. Like, we have.
Yeah.
But when I actually sit down and assess why I wanted them, it was just silly. Numbers can equal opportunity, which equals sales from a business standpoint, and numbers can equal community. But other than that, the number isn't important.
Next up, keyboard warriors. Personally, we haven't really had any of this as our accounts are too small. Lol. But scrolling through the comment section on other people's posts is just fucking gross. People write the nastiest shit, you know, salivating over both women and men. Like, people can get so nasty pushing their personal agendas or political opinions on other people. It's like, stay out of their business. Just do your own shit. Next up, good deeds, but only for show.
This I'm torn on. I genuinely love videos of people helping other people.
Yeah.
I am that person who cries watching this stuff. I hope that it inspires other people to be kind too, but those videos that you see where someone finds a homeless person on the street and then they're recording giving them like $1,000, it just doesn't feel genuine to me.
Thanks. Is that a camera?
Like, I can't help but feel like it's done purely for views and likes and not actually helping another human.
Yeah, that's in need. Like.
Yeah.
Alright, next up, softcore
porn.
Is it just me, or has anyone else just noticed this? I know they say your algorithm is catered to what your interests are, but you only need to look at the Explore feed just to be bombarded with sexual content and softcore porn. Sure, we watch this stuff, but it's not because we're creeps. It's because we're genuinely gobsmacked as to how social media has become so sexual and pornographic. Like, it's especially the fitness industry. Like, the rise of OnlyFans has made it way worse, and now fitness influencers and normal people are so used to seeing everyone's ass that they need to post their own cheeks in order to get any likes or be relevant or stay relevant. Huh?
I will admit firsthand, single Stevie, lost and seeking validation, posted that classic glute pose in my gym shorts. Now, after some life assessment, I deleted them because I realized that this isn't me. I honestly was just doing it because every other single chick I know does it. And at the time, the likes in the DMs were a nice little self-confidence boost for a moment. But I'm so much more than my ass. I see young women's Instagram feeds now, and 50% is their cheeks, and the other 50% is captions about self-worth, confidence, and empowerment. But I've been there, and I'm not sold. I think that deep down, they're in the same self-worth and validation-seeking trap that I was in.
Next up, depression, anxiety, and comparison. This one hits home for us. I think not only me, Stevie, and a lot of you guys have suffered from this stuff for years with social media. It's almost impossible to not compare yourself to someone else's life on social media. It's right in front of you. Like, it's literally screaming, I have a better house, a better car, better friends, a better body, and a better life than you. Like, how could you not reevaluate your whole life when there's thousands of people on Instagram that have a better life than you? Even though you know it's all a highlight reel or straight up fake, like your mind still makes it believable that their life is better than yours.
As content creators, we still suffer from this shit. Not the whole, like, we own this house, we have this bougie car, because we honestly don't really care about that kind of stuff anymore. It's more the top 1% of creators that we compare ourselves to. Every piece of content that we make, we never feel like it's going to be good enough. It will never compare to the 1%ers that you follow. You know, those, they have like 1 million followers, they've been editing their whole life, they always have abs, and they're getting these like brand deals after brand deals, and it's almost kind of like a why bother sort of dilemma. And obviously, as you know, over time, this is going to lead to depression and anxiety when it comes to posting.
Yeah, it's exhausting trying to create something for hours upon hours that just gets 12 likes. But in the real world, if 12 people said to you, oh, hey Stevie, hey Nick, I love that video you made, you know, we'd be ecstatic. Like, we'd be like, fuck yeah. But social media has molded our brains to get a little hit of dopamine every time we see that little like button, ding, go off. So, you know, getting 12 likes suddenly doesn't fill that spot, fill that void like 12 real life people would.
And when your bikini ass pic gets like 300 plus likes, and now all of a sudden your deep and meaningful reel of your travels with excitement gets 12, it's pretty soul-sucking.
Yeah, how good. There's actually a study that found students who limited their social media use to just 30 minutes per day actually experienced significantly less anxiety, depression, loneliness, and FOMO. Next up, the algorithm and time management.
How good is it when you're scrolling for a bit and then you check the time and you're like, it's been 3 hours. What the actual fuck?
So good.
These
Every
apps,
night.
Yeah, these apps are designed to keep you on them. If you don't believe us, go and watch Social Dilemma. You will be shocked. They are literally pocket pokies. And you are scrolling waiting for the next big win. It's the next 7-second dopamine hit. And I don't know about you guys, but we're a sucker for this shit.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone who isn't.
Yeah.
We get hooked.
So bad. It's actually a form of escapism for me. It's always helped me numb myself from the real life issues or negatives that, you know, constantly arise. But you eventually realize that no matter how many times you scroll or however long you scroll for, the issues are still going to be there when you put the phone down.
Yeah. As a content creator, the words "the algorithm" is like saying Voldemort in Hogwarts. If you use Instagram for a business, content creation, or want to grow a following for whatever reason, then you know the latest hack, the best hooks. It's 5-second reels. No, now it's 7-second reels. Hashtags are dead. You have to find that right trending audio. No, it's all about dragging everything out in the video to then at the end say, read the caption. If I honestly fucking read that fucking caption, that drives me mad. What's the point of making a video if you're just going to tell people to read the caption?
Yeah. Just write a fucking note, screenshot it, and post that.
And put it in the video.
Alright guys, now the real question is, do we still have Instagram? The answer is yes. The Instagram app we do have, but it is for work, not for personal use. We don't scroll anymore because one, it's not our accounts we're logged into, so, you know, that's a bit weird. And the content isn't catered for us anyway, so it's not really that addicting. 2, we are on the clock working. And 3, we're trying our hardest to break the scroll habit and get off this shit. So I've actually deactivated my personal account. And Stevie?
Well, I deactivated mine, and then I opened my laptop and it auto-logged me back in, and then it wouldn't let me deactivate my account for another 7 days. So Instagram was literally like, no, you can't leave us, which is evil as fuck.
Yeah.
If people want to go, let them go. But YouTube is still considered social media though, right?
Yes.
Yes, it is, but it is a different engine. So yes, it has shorts, but I honestly couldn't tell you the last time that I scrolled shorts, so that's not an issue for us.
Yeah. We created our YouTube because first, we were always YouTube viewers or consumers. We both prefer more authentic long-form content, and the algorithm suggests people that are real, people with real bodies and real lives. I don't want to sound like a broken record here, but have you ever thought about why some of the most glamorous, luxurious, and picture-perfect influencers on Instagram don't do YouTube? They'd make a killing, right? Wouldn't they?
Well, you might say that they lack time, or maybe they just don't want to do videos. Fair, but I think it's because it's hard to keep up that level of persona on YouTube. A few pics of your monthly dump, looking glamorous and picturesque, is so much easier to keep up this like elevated version of yourself than making a whole vlog.
Yeah.
I once found an influencer on YouTube who I followed for years on Instagram, and I watched the strangest, most bland vlog I've ever seen in my life, and I questioned why I was watching it. The person was completely different to their Instagram persona. And I then instantly went over to Instagram and unfollowed them because I realized that that wasn't the real them. That YouTube video was the real them.
YouTube, in our opinion, is just way more authentic and real. Yes, there's still an algorithm and engagement and thumbnails and blah, 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 blah. But we don't finish watching YouTube or a YouTube video and go, man, I really feel so shit about myself and my body and my life. And I feel like I'm failing at life. So, you know, that in itself speaks volumes.
Guys, Instagram is not real life. Remember that. That is why we quit social media, to focus on what is real and to make true, authentic content to us, and hopefully reach an audience and a community that's in the same boat as us. We want genuine connection and not all the bullshit that comes with Instagram. We want to cut out all of the noise, the negativity, and just honestly focus our energy into what feels creative and authentic to us. And that's here on YouTube.
And that is a wrap, guys. Thank you so much for staying around and listening to why we decided to quit social media. It's only been about 1 or 2 months since we decided to deactivate Instagram. So we will definitely do a recap video in the coming months about the benefits we've experienced. But I can already say that I do mentally feel lighter since pretty much day 1 of removing it.
Yeah.
So if you guys are also experiencing a lot of the things we just mentioned and you are kind of considering deleting it, I mean, if you clicked on this video, you probably are. Give it a go. You probably won't regret it. If you do regret it, just go back to it.
Yeah.
Like it's always going to be there. But give it a go and let us know in the comments down below how it went. Thanks again, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.
Yes. Thanks
Adios.
for sticking around for our rant.
Don't follow us on Instagram because it's
Yeah, we won't be
deactivated.
there.
Bye.